Alright, so for the second reassessment video, we're going to do subtraction algorithm. So takeaway subtraction is when you start with a quantity, then you take away some number and count how much remains. So to better understand this, here's a word problem. Kathleen has 513 pictures in her room. If she takes away 289 pictures, how many pictures are left or remain? So since the definition of subtraction is when you start with a quantity, which would be 513, and you take away some number, and she takes away 289 pictures. How many pictures are left or remain? So that is the problem that we are going to solve. So we can write this vertically, 513 minus 289. So I wrote this out in blocks since we're in base 10. So we have 5 flats, 1 rod, and 3 singles. And then we have 2 flats, 8 rods, and 9 singles. So we can divide this up into sub-problems because we are working with 3 different units. This is unit singles. Erase this. This is the unit of rods, and this is the unit of flats. So since we're working with 3 different units, we can divide it up into 3 different sub-problems to make it more efficient and easier. It's easier than trying to solve this big number minus this big number. We can divide it up. Alright, so first we're going to start with the singles. 3 singles minus 9 singles. So we have 3 right here and 9 right here. So can we do 3 minus 9? No, we can't. So we have to borrow from the 1, which would be, so this would be 10, and add that 13. Now to do this with the blocks, since first we have 3 minus 9, we take away 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we have to divide this up into singles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because this is a rod, so it would be 10 singles. So we took away 3, we have to take away 9. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 4 left over. In other words, this would be 13 minus 9 is 4. Alright, and since we borrowed, we added the 1 to make it 13. Alright, so now we want to do 1 minus 8. But just like the singles, now we're in the rods, we have to borrow. So we have 1 rod here, and we have to borrow from the flats, or the 5. So 1 flat is equal to 10 rods. Alright, so then we would want to borrow 8. So we borrowed 1. Here we go. We borrowed 1 rod. Now we have to borrow 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 2 left over. That would be 2. And now we have 5 flats, since we were dividing it up into different sub-problems because we're in different units. We have 5 flats right here, and take away 2. Now we don't have to borrow because there's enough. So 1, 1, 2, and that would be 3. Alright, so our final answer is 324. And we get this because we started with a quantity, 513, and took away some number, 289, to count how much remains, 324. And this is our final answer. So why we divided it up, let's do a recap. Because it's more efficient, it's easier to subtract the big number, 513 minus 289, because we're in 3 different units, singles, rods, and flats. So we can borrow from each unit to get our final answer. Thank you.